Hey coin collectors, it's DC on the Big D. This is the 1913 United States nickel, the Buffalo nickel. Of course, we're looking at the back of the reverse of it, and you can see at the top it says United States of America, E pluribus unum here. Down here it says 5 cents underneath a straight line going across, and then way down at the bottom you can see that there is a D there. They made these at the Denver Mint. They made these at the San Francisco Mint, with the S there, and they made these at the Philadelphia Mint. Now, this is the first one that came out in 1913 right here. And you can see that this 5 cents is just kind of worn through. At the Philadelphia Mint in 1913, they made 31 million of these ones, and these are the Buffalo Mound coins. And you can see how they wear out. They get about halfway through the year, the words 5 and cents were wearing out so much, they decided to change it mid-year and change the design to this one, the Buffalo Line 5 cents. Some people call this one the Type 1 and this one the Type 2. This one came out first, 39 million, but they also made 29 million of the Type 2, so 60 million between the two. If you can get this mound version, the Type 1, in a mint state 68 plus, which is hard because it wore so quickly. If you can get this in a mint state 68 plus, the auction record is $79,000. If you can get the straight line one, Type 2, in a mint state 67 plus, which is the highest they found, that's worth about $14,700. What's on the front of these? Well, on the front of these is an amalgam, I guess you could call it, of 3 different Indian chiefs all put together, and different characteristics from each put together as one. Down here you see the 1913, and it's really hard to find the dates on these coins because that wore off too. And down underneath the 13, you see there's an F there. And that is not the mint mark. That is the engraver's initials, and that James Earl Fraser, F-R-A-S-E-R, engraved these coins, and that F is his initial there. This says Liberty in front of the Indian chief, and then we see that has a smooth edge. These coins are 75% copper, 25% nickel. They weigh about 5 grams and are 21.2 millimeters in diameter. That might sound familiar to you because the coin that the Buffalo nickel replaced, the so-called V cents, and V is the Roman numeral for 5 cents. And on front of the 5 cent coin that came before the Buffalo nickel was Lady Liberty facing to the left, and it was called the Liberty nickel with the 13 stars on the front. They made these until 1912. They made a few of them in 1913, about 5 it looks like, and then they came out with these in 1913. About halfway through 1913, they shifted from the mound coins to the line coins, and they did that with all the mints. So they did that with the Denver Mint also, and you can see the Denver Mint, there's a D down here. And they did it with the San Francisco Mint, but we don't have the straight line San Francisco. This is the mound one. So what's the values of these? Well, at the Philadelphia Mint, the mound coins, the most expensive one that they've sold so far at auction, went for $79,000. It was a mint state 68 plus and just a spectacular coin. The Type 2, or the line coins, the most expensive one they've sold at auction so far is $14,700. At the Denver Mint, where you have the D's down here, the most expensive mound coin that they've sold at auction was $32,200. And the most expensive line coin like this that they've sold was a mint state 68 that sold in 2008 for $143,750. They made 4.2 million of the line coins, 5.3 of the mound coins at Denver. And then finally at San Francisco, they made 2.1 million of the mound coins. Highest auction price so far is a mint state 67 plus, and that went for $16,800. For the line coin, the Type 2s, the most expensive one so far is a mint state 67, went for $49,938. So they only made about 3.3 million of these San Francisco coins. Then they also made a proof coin, and that was would have been for no mint mark on it. And the proof coin from 1913 was a Type 1 with the mound on it, not the line, and it sold for $96,938 at an auction in 2021. There are 1,520 known proof coins, and they have a matte finish, so it would look much different than this, kind of a gray matte finish, and it would be much, much more detailed than this. They made these coins from 1913 until 1938, and then in 1938 they made both the Indian head nickel and the Jefferson nickel. And here's the Jefferson nickel from 1938. And you can see this one right here. It says, "In God We Trust" in front of Jefferson, Liberty behind him with a star in a 1938. And this one here is also in S coin, and they put that on the back next to Monticello. So from 1938 on, we've had these Jefferson nickels. 1938 to 1913, we had the Indian head nickels. And then before 1913, we had the Liberty or the V nickels. All right, that's all we have today. We'd love to have you subscribe to the channel and leave any comments you have in the comments section.